D here. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. This is the outro for this video. I wanted to put this in the front though. I wanted to show off Arthur's trophy lodge. So I want to put this in the front and not at the end of the video. So here is Arthur's trophy lodge. We will get to these guys in a minute. Let's go to the back to where he took his first trophy. Arthur's first trophy. These are all the different plaques and platforms you can put things on. There's Nosy. Say hi to Nosy. Hey, Nosy. And here is his first trophy, a beautiful, beautiful gold level whitetail that he took in Arroyo Grande. So that is his first one. You can put weapons here on display. There's all kinds of things that you can do in the trophy lodge. If I bring that up, you can see all the different platforms and plaques available for that purpose. So that's his first one. Now let's go back up to the front. And you've got rooms on the sides here that can also be utilized. This just goes out to where he can chill and take a dip in the pool. Yeah. All right. And you've got another big room all the way down here as well, and again, weapon displays, your favorite weapons, and it'll give the details on how many animals you've taken with that weapon, that kind of thing. But this is Arthur's trophy lodge. I'm only going to put the trophies that Arthur takes in here. We've got to get something really special to put right in front of his bed. All right, so let's get back here to the rest of them, which is this way. Sorry, I want to make you dizzy. That's his first diamond, straight ahead. We took this. He was level 12, I believe. And this big bad boy right here, and it's my first diamond bantang ever. You can see it right there, diamond level bantang. And since I never played in Australia, and we took him there, because Dutch always wanted to go to Australia. And we got this diamond at level 12. And you can pose them. You can change the poses on these things. This is a diamond red deer that we get in this episode. So you can see what a diamond red deer looks like. However, it's not a diamond. It is a diamond, but I didn't get credit for a diamond. I only got gold because I messed up the shot. You'll see that in the video. But this is a solid diamond. His trophy rating is 254.4. And I think to be a diamond, you have to be 251 point something. So he's 3 or 4 points above diamond. So you would be hard pressed to get a better diamond than this. And even though I messed up the shot and only get credit for gold, I'm putting it in here so you can see what a diamond looks like. This is a level 7 red deer. You can see the difference, and it's a magnificent animal, but you can see the difference between a diamond and a 7. Diamond would be level 9 legendary. Up there in the middle is a level 8 majestic. Right up there in the middle, that we take in the video too. We got that before we got the diamond, which I can't take credit as a diamond. I don't get credit as him being a diamond, but I'm putting him in there anyway. Yeah. And on this side, we have a level 7 with a asymmetrical rack, right? So he's got an unusual rack. You can see that there. That is a level 7, and this is a level 7 that we took at the same spot. I have those in the video. With a symmetrical, a normal, a regular, not an irregular rack, but a regular rack. And then back here, this is a diamond kangaroo. And like I say, you can change their poses any way you want. But it was a troll. This is a level 9. You can see right here, well, it doesn't say, but his trophy rating is not high enough to be a diamond. Now, I did not mess a shot up on this bad boy. I hit him perfectly, double lung and everything. It was a great shot, but there are trolls. You can be trolled by level 9 legendaries. But so a one that is a legitimate level 9 legendary kangaroo will be even more impressive than this. But I wanted to show those to you and show you his trophy lodge and get this put in the front of the video. And also wanted to say one more thing. We can go up here and play some pool. Um, well, we can't, but the table's here. All right. What I wanted to show you, besides the trophy lodge, is let's go to the map, and we'll get back to Terroir. These are all the reserves in the game right here around the world. You can see all of those. If you don't have those, you can get them for like $8 on a DLC, or if you buy the the best version of the game, I think you get most of these. That's Australia. This is, of course, where we are now. But I want to show you this real quick because I don't think I explained it in the game. I think it's mandatory if you're brand new to the game to run the missions. Am I not getting sound? Let's do a sound check here. We're getting sound. All right. Just wasted a round. What I wanted to show you, so we are here in New Zealand wrapping things up. What I want to show you is this is what your map will look like just by running 13 missions. So we run these 13 missions to get the free rifle, a $40,000 rifle. There's 13 of them. 13 missions. I think actually this is the 14th mission where you get the last moose in New Zealand. And anyway, but you don't have to go that far. You can go this far. No, right here. So 13 missions, and you will get a free $40,000 rifle. It is one of my favorite rifles in the game. It's a 303. And so I highly encourage new people, or if you're level 60 and you haven't done the missions here, it adds a great extra depth to the game, you know, to get the story of each of these different maps. But you start down here, and just by running 13 missions, and it'll take you about an hour. You can blow through those in about an hour if you just focus on that. I only have $3,800, you can see up there, because I spent about $20,000, you know, to get the rangefinder was $11,000. I opened up a couple of hunting stands for about $4,000. Had to, you know, buy ammo and stuff like that. But I made, just by running the missions and only hunting the animals that came across my path, I made about $20,000 doing that. What I wanted to show you is, this is a mission right here where you go through a cave, and this is the opening of a cave. I'm just going to use this as an example. And it's about 3/4 of a mile. You come out over here. You want to run missions, you want to be mindful of the time. If the mission is going to take you, like I started right here, it's going to take you past rivers, you want to do it during an animal's drink zone time. So you can see the red deer drink from 0600 until 10. And so I started right here at about 8 o'clock in the morning. And this is where I took those red deer that you see on display in his trophy lodge, in Arthur's trophy lodge. Now, the way you want to set this up later when you have the money and you can do it is you're going to want to put a tent and a tripod here, and a tent and a tripod here. And you can fast travel into the tent. Now, but you won't see any animals here, because when you fast travel to a tent, you will not be able to see the animals within 200 yards of that tent. They won't spawn in. They're there, but they don't know you're there, and you don't know they're there. And you get in your tripod and you shoot across, and you take the red deer out over here, fast travel to your tent so that you can pick them up very quickly, and now you can shoot back this way at the herd over here. And eventually, there's usually 3 herds here. There'll be another herd that shows up here. So you can work these as you are working, when you get ready to do your grind to get the great one to show up. And the way that it works is, once you take an animal like that 8 Mythical that you saw in the lodge, it can come back either 2 levels up or 2 levels down. So it could come back as a 9 legendary, it could come back as a great one. And with the diamond that we took that I messed the shot up and it got downgraded to gold. But that sucker could respawn as a great one, a level 10 fabled red deer, and they are just unbelievably beautiful. So that's the way that works when you get ready for your grind. I just wanted to get that out there and show you that. The other reason I only have $3,800 is because it cost me money to taxidermy all those things. I was saving the harvest, but those things, I think the red deer cost like $11,000 each to taxidermy them. So I spent all my money setting up the lodge and buying that $11,000 rangefinder. But there you go with that, and I'll end the outro here. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one. And let's get on with this here video. Thank y'all. Howdy, Mojave D here. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. First things first. We're playing Hunter Call of the Wild here today, but we had a giveaway, and we have winners. The giveaway was if we got 10,000 views, I would give away two $70 copies of the game and 5 DLCs. And y'all did that, man. Y'all put it up to 10,000 views. I was very, very surprised. I did not think that would happen. Most of those people came over here from the Red Dead community, and I appreciate that very much. So here are the winners. Some of you have already received, some of these have already received their gift. Martinez, LGBJW, watch the Yukon map DLC. You need to contact me if you've heard your name. I am so pleased to do that. I am so grateful for all of you watching and getting 10,000 views on that first one. And this is the challenge I'm putting on myself to have Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption get a great one before level 60. So we started over at level 0, and for him to get that before level 60 using only weapons that would be applicable to Arthur Morgan in 1899. So that makes it more difficult. It's difficult enough to get a great one before level 60. I mean, it's almost impossible, and this just makes it a little bit harder, but it makes it fun. So what we're going to do today, though, on the last video, we went to Australia because, from Red Dead, Dutch is always talking about wanting to go to Australia or Tahiti. Well, we don't have Tahiti in Hunter Call of the Wild, but we have Australia, and we went. We got Arthur to Australia, and what a fantastic map Australia is. That was my first time in there in Australia on that map, and it just blew me away. And we got comments. I got comments from our friends in New Zealand saying, "Wait, man, don't forget about New Zealand, man. Can you do New Zealand next?" And that's what we're gonna do. We are gonna do New Zealand right now. Yes, we are. So let me get my big head out of here, and there we go. And I think we're ready to go. I will have to see where we left him. We should still be in Australia, but we will head to New Zealand, Tailwater, and we will open up that map. And I'm going to run through, I think it's just like 7 missions, and you get a free rifle in there, the 303 Sporter. Great rifle. So I don't think Arthur can use it because it comes with a magazine, and I just can't let him have, a magazine, a rifle with a magazine on it. But that 303, if you're new to the game, this is how you can get that for free, and save yourself. I don't know how much it costs. We'll find out in a minute. Save yourself it's probably $40,000 rifle, maybe a $50,000 rifle, but you can get it for free by doing this, and I highly recommend it. Tailwater is a tremendous map. It is so good, and it's a great map, maybe the best map to do your grind for the great one, red deer. And for new people who don't know what I mean when I say grind, it's whenever you kill an animal it respawns, and it can go up or down 1 or 2 levels. So a great one would be level 10. So if you were to take a level 8, say majestic red deer or whitetail or black bear or moose, any of the great, I think axis deer, I think we have a great one axis deer as well. Whatever species there is has a great one, and there isn't a great one for all the species, but there are for the ones I mentioned, and I may have left one out. So if you take an 8 majestic of that, a level 8 majestic of that animal, it could go down, it could come back as a 6, it could come back as a great one, because it can go up or down 1 or 2 levels. Most of the time, they'll either come back as another majestic 8, or they might drop down to a 7, and you just have to keep taking those high level animals, and and you're rolling the dice really that it's going to come back, and eventually you will spawn a great one. So let's continue. We're going to hit continue. I know we're in Australia. Look at this. Is one of the things that just really blew my mind about Australia. We're going to need to get some ammo. That really blew my mind about Australia is all of these outposts. Every single outpost is different, which isn't the case on all of the maps. Some of the maps, they're the same kind of outpost. But look at this outpost. It's incredible. But they're all different on this map, and they are just fantastic. Everything from something like this to like a 20-foot trailer, And what I'm going to do here is change the time, because I want to get to New Zealand, if it'll let me get on the bed here. It's not letting me get on the bed. Oh, here's what the map looks like just by running the missions that we ran. We're level 12. Can't remember what level we were when we got here. I think it might have been 4 or 5, but this map is so incredible that just running the missions, you start down here or over here, and the missions lead you to opening up all this. That's all I did was run the missions. All right, for new people, I highly strongly encourage you to run the missions, because it will help you develop your map efficiently. If you don't, and you haven't played the game, you're not real familiar with the game, and you just want to get your rifles and go out there and start hunting, you're going to get frustrated. If you're very experienced and you're starting over at level 0 and you want to try something like this out, you already know what to do. So for new people, this is how much of the map got opened up in just a few hours. It's probably about 3-4 hours of gameplay of real time, and we've opened up most of the map. We went, I believe, from level 4 all the way to level 12. We have $6,500. However, I spent $48,000 on the 7 mil, which was I think 36, and then 12,000 more for the Hyperion scope. We as we leveled up, we were able to unlock those, and boom, and we are going to New Zealand, as I promised our friends in the comment section from New Zealand that I would do that next. So we will get the I'm going to do the opening cutscenes on all of the maps eventually, not today. We've done quite a few of them. Select reserve. We haven't done Hirschfelden. This is in Germany. We will. Leighton Lakes we have done. We opened that up and just did a few missions so that you could get the opening story arc of Leighton Lakes, and just ran the first couple of missions there. Medvedtag is in Russia, and we have not been there, but we will. The Virunga in Savannah is in Africa. We will go there. We will do that. Parque Fernando we have not done. That's in Argentina. Great map. Oh, and you can get the most powerful long-range rifle for free in this game. I have a video showing how to do that. It's on the target challenge. You complete the target challenge that the owner of this reserve sets up, and you get a free 338, which is the most powerful long range rifle in the game, and you get it for free. I think that'll save you like, I don't know, 60 some odd $1,000. Yukon Valley in Alaska, we haven't been there. Cuatro Colinas we have opened, and this is where Arthur's ex-girlfriend is. And she is a billionaire, and that's Arthur's ex-girlfriend is in Cuatro Colinas. And if you watch that video, you'll know why I say that. Silver Ridge Peaks in Colorado, we have not been there. There it is, Terra. This is where we're going. This is just an unbelievably great map. So listen up. We'll listen to the opening. Here you go, all my friends in New Zealand.
Kia ora. Nau mai haere mai ki Aotearoa. Welcome to New Zealand and to Te Awaroa National Park.
How did she
This
say
little
it?
slice of paradise is teeming with creatures big and small, and more adventures than you'll find on any movie screen or storybook. Now I've lived out here in the Wop Wops all my life.
The Wop Wops?
Never wanted for anything else. In fact, it's practically in my blood. This place and my family go way back. Things have been a little tricky lately, though. It's fast becoming somewhere I don't recognise anymore, and I don't like it. That's why I dragged you out here, Hoa. With your help, we're going to wean ourselves off outside money and make Te Awaroa model for sustainability the entire South Island can get behind.
Look! Oh my gosh. This map, I love this map. I like them all, man. They're all so magnificently done. Now she'll give us a mission right off. We need ammo.
Right, let's get moving. Glad to see you've arrived in one piece. Josh is my nephew. He just got his license, and I swear that kid spends more time with his hands on the radio dials than on the steering wheel. I hope he didn't talk your ear off. I've had to rely on him a lot lately since my legs started acting up again. I was planning to head out and meet you today, but here I am at home, propped up on 5 kinds of pillows. Doctor's orders. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat from me. Head over to the outpost marked on your hunter, mate, and let's get you started.
She'll mark it for us, and we just need to head in that direction. It's 800 yards this way. And for those of you who like the metric system, I showed on the other video how you can change that.
I hope you had a chance to spend some quality time on your own before I rang you up. Your mate, Alejandra, said the two of you were here on holiday? She had nothing but praise for you, by the way. Said you almost single-handedly turned things around for her in Cuatro Colinas. Well, naturally I have pretty high expectations, but let's take our time getting to know each other first.
I'm going to use the scent eliminator because you see the wind.
It wasn't just her recounting your heroic antics that made me pick up the phone. She said you were, and I quote, stoic, practical, and probably born out in the bush somewhere.
That's me.
Just what I was looking for, in other words.
The wind is blowing in the direction we're walking, so the animals will be able to smell us from 200 yards away. For the new people, I'm just letting you know that. Now, if we hunt in this direction, the wind is in our face, and we can approach animals much easier. But unfortunately, she wants us to go this way. Now, we do get paid. The amazing thing about Australia was all the missions paid $2,500. I was not used to that. Australia paid really well. All the other maps usually just pay $1,000. So we're going to get over here and open this up. And if you go, for new people again, you go to your mission log right here, right under map. And you can see, there she is, Kiri Taylor, and she wants us to visit this. And that is what we'll do. And when we open that, she should probably give us $1,000. We have plenty of money. We have 6,300. We are level 12. And I got to get hustling on this. Oh, Miriam turkeys. I forgot there's Miriam turkeys here. Um, we do have a 22. I don't think I have the shotgun with me. Oh, I do. I do have the shotgun. We need to switch over to bird shot. We also have a 22, so we can get full integrity with either one of these. All right. And that is a shotgun from 1890 something. So it's okay for Arthur to use it. It's a pump action just like the one he has in Red Dead. Oh, I wanted to say also, the you heard what she said about his friend in Cuatro Colinas, and how she recommended Arthur to her here in New Zealand, and that Arthur and her were on vacation here. So that's why I keep saying that the woman who is in charge, who owns all that land in Cuatro Colinas, she is a billionaire, and she is Arthur's ex-girlfriend. So that's why I say that, man, because that's the way it kind of sounds. And I'm going to stop recording. I'll pick up recording because I don't want to waste too much time with you just watching me run. I'll start recording if we come across some game. And sure enough, 30 seconds after I stop, we discover a zone for turkeys. It's out there about 100 yards, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's the turkey right there. And I got it with the 22. It is a hen. It's not a tom. There we go. That's a tom. Let me hold my breath. We got it too. He'll go down. He's been hit. He will go down. Maybe I can get another one in him. Nope, he dropped right there. We got him. So 2 turkeys right off the bat. And turkeys, believe it or not, pay extremely well. And that was a level 2 tom, so there's a chance it could be diamond. I didn't get the size on it. We haven't got the perk that allows us to that'll tell us its potential trophy rating, but we'll get that as we level up. So here's the hen. Look at her. That was from 131 yards with the 22 rifle. She is a silver. Her trophy rating is 3.61. Gold is 4.0. Look at her. And it pays $891. Very nice. Now the tom went this way. There he is. Okay, he should be at least gold. And there's an outside chance. Not diamond. 157 yards. Oh man, that bullet dropped a lot. I didn't know how far away it was. I was aiming towards the top of its back, but all you have to do is hit them with the 22, and they will drop. And this is a 4.27. Gold again, 4.08. Diamond is 4.6. But it is $1,000. So that's a great start. And we have their zone. So right here, this is the hunting pressure. We're on approach.
Not far now. We built these outposts in the early 90s. They got the works, repurposed materials, solar roofs, rainwater tanks. That was back when people used to just call you a hippie. Now everything's sustainable. Clean, green, eco-friendly. Hippies. Ha! Try trailblazers.
Right on. Oh, hey. Got some hogs. Feral pig. It's a level 3. A level 2 female. There's one that laying down. That's also a level 3. And we have another level 3 in the back. Let's take this one that's closest. And we can use the 7 mil on this because it's a class 4 animal. Now, I don't know the range. I can find the range, but I think we're zeroed for 164, and that'll be just fine. It should have dropped immediately, almost immediately. So I may not have gotten a real clean shot on that. Let's go find, in the olden days, they used to call them hippies, and and she says, hippies, bah, we were trailblazers. All right. All right. Let's see how I hit this thing. Yeah, see, that's not a vital organ hit, I don't think. I mean, let's see if it tells us. Yeah. Oh, it does say vital organ. I'm surprised it ran so far. Silver. This is black spot fur type, and that was 160 yards. We were zeroed for 164, so perfect. And oh yeah, I almost blew that. I was almost in the spine, and that would have downgraded it to a bronze. But that's another $1,096. Has to be 144 for diamond. This one is only 92, so not even a gold. But we'll take the $1,100, won't we? Let me just go up here and make sure I've got their zone locked in. Oh, I forgot. Rabbits. See that? Rabbit holes.
It doesn't have to mean bad for your back. It's pretty cozy inside. Go on, take a look.
So here is our first outpost in New Zealand. What do you think? I mean, just looking at it from here. Pretty cool. For a hunting outpost, nice. And we got 100 experience points for opening that up. I'm saying that for new people. That's why you want to do the missions. She did not pay us because we are not finished. She wants us to enter the outpost now. Look at that. Do you see that face right there? We'll get the story on this in just a second.
See, we got company. That'll be Josh's doing, the brat. I told him to leave things be, but I guess he couldn't resist. Anyway, maybe it's just as well you get used to it. I'll fill you in later. Right, mate? See that camera on the table? Strap it to your chest and let me explain what exactly you're here for. There's a lookout tower not far away, so you can head up there and get a sense of the place while I flap my gums.
So she wants us to pick up the GoPro and strap it to our chest.
Nice and tight now. Wouldn't want it coming off right when you've got a shot lined up.
Four bunk beds. And 0.74 miles in that direction, 0.75 miles, is our next target, our next mission. Did she not pay us? No, now we have to visit the lookout tower, and then she'll pay us. Okay, Kiri. All right. So it's that way. Let's look at the map. It is right. Which one does she want us to open? This one? A lookout point. I thought she was present drinking. You will get a zone, a drink time zone. And as you can tell, hunting them over here where there's lots of trees and hills is a lot harder than hunting them if they're drinking right over here, right? Because they're all out in the open out here, see? And they're just a whole lot easier to hunt during their drink times because they're not going to be hiding behind trees and rolling hills. All right, I'll stop recording. I'll pick up if we come across some game or when we get there. Hang in there.
For hunters like you and Alejandra. So I don't spend most of the year worrying about whether our native plants are going to get overrun by deer again. There's a lot of filmmaking talent out here, and it hasn't been put to good use lately, if you ask me. So we're going to make a commercial, show the world there's more to New Zealand than haka and halflings. And who better to demonstrate the thrill of the chase than an experienced hunter like yourself? See, our Widower's prime was back in the 80s. Most of the other hunters out here are equally long of tooth. We need someone young, new, dynamic. You. The camera will do most of the work, so you just have to make sure it's on when you head out to hunt. We have a couple of strategic locations on our list to get through, but let's get you that view first.
She called me young. I think she's flirting with me, man. I'm going to open this up first. And this isn't part. Oh, you know what? Maybe even before I open it up, we might want to come down here to the water and see if we can spot some red deer. We are in their zone time. The tower is that way. So when you open up the tower, that reveals this outpost. Isn't that cool? I just think, just like Red Dead, they pay so much attention to detail and do such a fantastic job with all the visuals, aesthetically beautiful maps. We do get 100 experience for that. Before we go up to that tower, I do want to take a look for red deer down here. Their drink time ends in about 45 minutes. It ends at 10, but they sometimes will stick around a little bit after. But I want to take a look before we open the tower up. I'm not seeing any, which is not unusual. The first time you visit a body of water, like I was talking about earlier. All right. Dang. I was really hoping. Believe me, later on, as we spend more time on the map, which I'm not going to do right now, I'm just going to open it up, like I said, and run through the, I think it's 7 missions. It might be 8 to get that rifle, just to show new people. Show it to new people. Man, I'm so surprised and disappointed. No red deer. We also do not have any callers. We just don't have the money. But that, we'll work on that, and we'll be able to call the turkeys. And I believe there are geese or ducks on this map as well. And those callers work really, really well. And you can call the animals into you. And there is a red deer caller. Now this will cost $2,100 to open. And I don't think I'm going to open it because I don't like where it's located. I mean, this would rise us up. It would raise us up, but I don't think it's worth the $2,100. I would rather put my own tree stand down there on the beach. And I am just shocked, actually. Now we're not getting any red deer. It's unusual. I must have done something wrong. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call here. That was my son calling me. Omar Martinez, one of the contest winners. It's not a contest, it's a drawing. Called, and we're sending his gift to him right now. So congratulations, Omar Martinez. I hope you enjoy it. I hope all of the winners enjoy it. And I hope all of you who drove
There's the lookout tower just up ahead.
This channel up to where it is. I hope you enjoyed the game as well. and I thank you all and appreciate you all very much. Teowara has, those of you from New Zealand, spell that for me phonetically so I know how to pronounce it right. I'm saying Teowara. Anyway, they have the most beautiful towers. Not all the towers on all the maps are this exquisitely built. But in New Zealand, look at this tower. This is just fabulous. Quattro Colinas and I think Terrawara have the most beautiful towers. Quattro Colinas is in Spain. So we got to come up here and claim this, and I believe she will pay us. Let's see. Let's check the mission. Yeah, it's the last thing we need to do. But look at this. See what I mean about attention to detail? Just like, I mean, they even put in there Milas Migros or Migros. Milas Micros? I don't know. Um, I mean, just, they even got notebooks down there, books. I just like the Red Dead people, the Expansive World people.
Just take that in. Spectacular, isn't it? This eastern area is all rolling hills and conifers. There's a line of mountains in the centre of the reserve, and native beech forest, and a lot of rain on the other side.
And we spotted a shiny.
Right, so remember Josh's little prank? This place doesn't receive a lot of government funding, unfortunately, and a couple of years ago we were running out of money for field research, and the outposts were in need of sprucing up. So I guess you could say we made a deal with the devil, the Hollywood devil to be exact. Long story short, they've just wrapped up filming for the final movie they were contracted to do. Some fantasy thing, shiny blade or shimmering dagger or something. Now let me check. Resplendent sword. I'll send you the blurb they gave me. My nephew tells me it's a big deal, but I'd certainly never heard of it before this. But yeah, as nice as it is that Te Awaroa's beauty is up on the silver screen for all to see, it's come with its share of problems, to say the least. The bigwigs left in a hurry, and we got left with a bunch of basically intact movie sets scattered here and there all over the reserve. Well, I'm telling you all of this because Josh just rang me up and said that he spotted another set on his way back, not far from where I wanted you to try filming your first hunt. Can I trouble you to go clear it out? We can't run the risk of any of the props from the film featuring in our footage. Cheers.
No problem at all. Oops, we lost the animal while she was doing that. There it is. I wanted to take a shot at this. Now, because it's a class 3, we have to use the pistol.
The outposts have ammo of all
Nailed
kinds
it.
and more besides.
Splat. Smoked
Tricky
it
little
right
fella.
in it. Look at the herd.
If at first you don't succeed and all that, you'll get the next one.
I didn't miss that one, sweetheart. That one looks like a rare fur type, maybe? All right, let's open it up. I haven't opened it. And you heard what she was saying about what's going on here. They have movie. It's kind of a reference to Lord of the Rings because it was filmed here. But they're not throwing shade on Lord of the Rings or anything like that. But it looks like they're filming a movie that's kind of a cross between Lord of the Rings and Dungeons and Dragons up here. And the film company that's doing it has caused problems. And we'll see more about that real soon. But there it is, the first tower. Oh, did she pay us? She did pay us. So now the mission is propped up. Reach the movie set. Because these people were irresponsible. And again, this isn't the people who made Lord of the Rings. This is the people in the game, make-believe, make-up people, in fantasy, left their litter behind. Left their old props and their old sets behind. They caused a lot of problems in the reserve. And they were given approval to film their movie. And the people here in New Zealand were hoping that it would be good promotional stuff for the area, for the reserve, and it's turned out to be more of a curse because of the damage that these irresponsible filmmakers caused. But that's just part of the story arc. That's just one story arc on this map. I'm just going to go over here and pick up this chamois. Where did I hit it? There it is. Boy, splat in its tracks. We smoked it. It's a silver, brown, almost too high, almost got all spine, but we did manage to get through the spine and into the lung from 136 yards, $1,000, 41.46, 46.3 is gold, a diamond is 58, so it's a small one. Oops. But it is another $1,000. So now we have $11,000, and we have to head over to this spot. So let's see what the wind is doing. I think the best thing to do will be to fast travel to the outpost we opened here and come up to it, and hopefully the wind will be in our face, and that'll save us some time. And it is after 10, so we've missed the red deer drink time, but I might reset the clock so that we can check this lake out and this lake out. I might just reset the clock to 9 o'clock so we can do that. But let's fast travel over here and we'll head on up to the next mission on our way. There's a scene right there of where they one of their sets, and they left all their stuff behind. It's 500 yards from here. I'll start recording if something happens or when I get there. All right, no animals on the way. I did reset the clock to morning so we can hopefully get to the water by 9.
If I'd known this was going to happen, I never would have agreed to it. This isn't even the worst of it. Right, let's take it one by one. Just bundle them into crates and I'll get someone to swing by later and transport them out of the reserve. Are those real oranges? Good enough to eat, eh? Quite the medieval fare. Looks more than a bit incongruous out here if you ask me. I hope it didn't have an actual fire in that thing. Imagine if some silly townie kid had wandered over here and decided it would be a good idea. That's the last of them. What's that note? Props list. Foam statue of haughty elf standing prow, 9 foam warriors, 8 golden goblets, 3 green screens. This reads like a Christmas carol. See any of those? Bit dodgy. Townies must have been up here. Well, even though this isn't our mess to clean up, I should probably ask around and see if anyone knows what's happened to the missing props. The last thing we need is to get blamed for this. Maybe they did a very selective sweep. I'll see if anyone has a big wig's numbers. Thanks for your help, Eho. Let's move on.
And she paid us $1,000.
Before you head off and film your hunts, first we've got to set the scene, so to speak. The marketing team's looking for some photos for the reserve website, something to give people a taste of what this place has to offer. Now that we've dealt with that bloody mess, you think you could head over to Lake Wakaiti and snap a few shots for us? There's a willow tree there growing right out of the water that all their influencers or whatever they call themselves go bonkers for. It does make for a good photo op, I'll give it that.
So it's 800 yards that way for the next mission. However, I might want to go check this lake out first. I'll head over here. It's 8. Well, it's 8:22. We are early. Um, let's go see what this question mark is all about. It'll either be a hunting stand, which will cost money, or it will be a point of interest, which will give us 100 experience points and will not cost money. That's kind of a medium to small fallow deer at 181. Now, we don't have collars. If I had the collars, I would use a collar and keep this fallow deer nearby. Have it come over and check out the call out of curiosity. And I mean, they're open to me. I can buy them. The thing is, I just don't have the money. They're $6,000 a piece.
We got a little overly reliant on these tentpole releases. Well, I say more tents and fewer releases. Does that work? Nah, you're right.
Movie magic. All right, let's head. We'll head in this direction. The wind is favorable. It's blowing from right to left. So anything on this side will smell us. They'll pick up our scent from 200 yards. That fallow deer must have a zone over here. I'm going to go check it out because it's staying in the area and it keeps giving us warning calls. I'll start recording when I get close. Now see, it's giving a warning call right there. If I had a collar, I would use it right now and it would come up over the hill to us instead of me having to go to it. Lay down, nosy. You're just too nosy. It's still giving that warning call, but it must have a rest zone down here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it has a rest zone. So even if I spook it and it runs off, I do want to get the zone. It's going to be right over this hill right there. And it's going to be real hard to get to it without it running because we don't have soft feet. So we're still pretty noisy as a hunter. There it is right there. Ooh, he's a beauty. He is a beauty. Let's see if we can get him before he runs. That should do it. Here's his zone. So he eats here from 6 to 10. It is 8:36. A silver. Good shot from 52 yards. Can't miss that. 150 trophy rating, 187 is gold. What a beautiful, beautiful animal. It's chocolate fur type. But it's a little one, but it does pay $1,100 and it leveled us up. Sweet. All right, I will continue. I will stop recording now and I'll continue when we get up here to the lake. Just so you see what's going on. So we're headed this way. I put my marker here. This is the mission. She wants us to take a picture of a tree in this lake here that is real popular with the tourists. Okay, just so that you know where we're at. Oh, we did level up. So we want to get the second point in zeroing. So now we can zero for short range and long range. And that's where that will go. So now, when we bring up our rifle, you can see underneath the RB right there, down there on the bottom, right, the very bottom, it says that we are zeroed for 164 yards, but we can just hit RB and it'll zero for 82 yards.
or 328 yards. And like I said, you can change that to meters if you're more comfortable with meters. I showed you how to do that in a previous video. Real easy. I can show you again on this one if you want, but in case you didn't watch the previous one. Anyway, I'll stop recording and I'll pick up when we get there.
Bound to be something worth stalking in the area.
She started talking, so as soon as I stopped recording, she started talking. I don't want you to miss any of the conversation or the story. And of course, as soon as I stopped recording, she started talking, so you missed the first part of it. But you did see the text, you know, the writing on the screen. So since we're getting close, I'll just keep recording because she might start talking again. There it is. I almost had it marked. There it is. A 3 and a 2 threes, 2 level 3s. Really nice. Now we don't have a rangefinder, but we can tell how far they are by using our cursor. That's at 200 yards. It is well within range of the 7mm right now. We can leave it zeroed at 164 even. The other thing, the next perk I want to get is sight spotting so that we can highlight the animal with our sight. See, there it is right there. Now I can highlight, the only way I can highlight it right now is with the binoculars. See, like this? And it'll stay lit, but just for a little while. Now if we had sight spotting, we could sight it, we could highlight it with the scope. That should have been a good shot, I think. Without having the outline of the deer highlighted, it's hard to tell. Oh, we got it. We smoked it, man. We smoked it. Straight down. I mean, splat. Woo! He is a pretty one. Look. Oh, yeah. Silver. Great shot from 200 yards. And without it being highlighted, it was kind of hard to tell what I was aiming at. $1,100. His trophy rating is 170. He needs to be 187 for gold. He's on his way. Another $1,100 nevertheless. All right, that's the mission is down there. But there's 4 more turkeys eating here. And that they eat at that zone, and then there were 6 over here. So there's 10, possibly 10 turkeys in this area. I don't want to go straight towards the mission. I wanted to be off to the side. That's why I put my marker over there. But we'll head straight at it. I wanted to come in up there and then come this way because the wind would be in my face. You know, if I'm coming this way, can you see the wind thing turning? So if I'm coming this way, it's in my face. That's why I wanted to come down to the left of it, you know. But the fallow deer and the turkeys kind of took me over to the right further than I expected to be. But I am not complaining because we made money.
If you're wondering why there's no one around, it's because the reserve is officially closed to visitors for the foreseeable future. And definitely conducting emergency field research, we said. If that's what it takes to get the day trippers to clear out for a hot minute, so be it. I swear I haven't seen this place so deserted in about 10 years. It's lovely, actually. Even if I can only experience it through you. We used to camp out here when I was little. Tramp over from the other side. Me and a gaggle of other kids carrying backpacks bigger than our whole bodies.
A gaggle of other kids?
Not much of that lifestyle left these days. I miss it sometimes.
So that's the tree she wants us to take a picture of. It's some kind of famous tree. Oh, here we go. We have some zones. Hoping red deer. And I see a deer across the lake. Feral pig, 0300 to 0600. Nighttime hunting. 6 of them use this spot. Do you see the deer on the other side of the lake? Right here? Oh no, it's a tree. I thought it was a deer. A
look like a deer. Well, you know, the same time of day. So, the first time around, I always check them all just to make sure, and then on subsequent
Don't fall in now.
visits,
Wouldn't
don't
be the
fall
first time that's happened here.
in. Okay, I'll try not to fall in. Now, are those logs or deer? Those are deer. That's what I'm looking for. Red deer. And we've got a 4. We have a beautiful 7. That might be a gold. This one is definitely a gold. That's a 7. How far are we? Let me get the map. We are 330 yards. The 7 mil will reach. And now, but we don't have to. We can get up closer because at 330 yards, they haven't heard us. The wind is in my face, blowing behind me, so they can't pick up our scent. That is a great angle right there. And we'll just zero for 300 yards and smoke this thing. We will smoke this red deer if I do it right. So change your zero by hitting RB to 328. It's going down. It's going down. Come on, come on. Boom! Beautiful. Oh, we got another one there. But now see, if we had a semi-auto, I could have taken that other one. But I have to reload. See if we can get this in there. I hit it. I was trying. I was too low. I was trying for the neck, and I was too low. Well, they're going to run off. Let's go complete the mission. Man, I messed up that second one. I was in such a rush. Again, by using Arthur Morgan weapons, it's a little more difficult. If we had that semi-auto, we could have gotten both of those big bucks. Okay, so she wants a picture. Just hold X.
That'll do. It's looking well. We had some hoon try to saw off one of the branches a few weeks ago. Can you believe? Well, luckily someone managed to talk him out of it. Sometimes wedding parties will have the brides come up and sit on it, wade right into the water and soak those deer dresses. That tree is 80 years old. Started off as a stray branch nailed to a fence. It's a tribute to tenacity, if you ask me. Right, now for our next destination. Head down to the shoreline. There's a set of huge boulders there that have to be seen to be believed. I know what you're thinking. She's showing me some rocks. But trust me on this one.
And we should get paid. Yes.
Our beaches are buzzing with natural activity. At least they used to be. You get more and more rubbish washed up all over the place lately. You know, bits of plastic pellets, runoff from factories further north. I swear I've seen tin cans with Australian brand names. We do our best, but we can't always prevent the poor critters ending up with junk in their bellies.
That's a beauty. That female
Anyway,
is standing right in front of him.
I'll get back to you when you arrive. Just gonna head off for a minute and make some tea.
Let's try it. No, I got my breath control. I just wanted to see the splotches. That looks like we've dropped both of them, as bright as that is. The second one won't be full credit though, because I think I hit it in the spine. I was trying for the neck. Let's get a little bit closer here. If I lay down, I can hold steady with the rifle longer. I just want to get a distance on this thing. 366, is that right? 366? That is like, that is, yeah, 366. That is on the outer edge of the range of this thing. I mean, we can. Oh, and we've got mallards coming in. See the mallards all coming in? Beautiful. .366. So let's get closer, and we can run. Up to about 250 yards. And I'll slow down. Let's get this opened up. Give us another 100 experience points.
Over themselves trying to get slightly different variations of the same photo. Why can't they just stand back and enjoy it?
She's talking about the tree again. So this is the first herd, and the males have moved off. The stags have, well, there's one here, but that's a little 6. That'll be a silver, I can tell by the antlers. And that's where we took the 2 7s, but one of them will not be, we won't get full credit for it because I know I hit it in the spine. So there's that 6. He's right on the edge right there. Beautiful animals. And then look at all the mallards. If there's a 3 in here we want to shoot, well, I'll go ahead and take it. Otherwise, I'm just going to focus on the red deer. There's a 2. Just checking them all. Oh, that big 7 moved. There he is. No, that's a 6. It's a big 6. But that's gold. That's, oh, here we go. This could be our 7 right here. Yeah. 285 yards. 277 actually. You can mark it by pushing Y when you're glassing it with the binoculars. 277 is just fine actually. See if I can get it in there. The angle is bad. We'll have to go for a heart shot. And my heart is racing. I can't hold. We'll get up even closer. We'll get to about 250. We should have a really easy shot. And then that 6 over here is looking at us. He's thinking something's up, see? Okay, but they can't smell it. See the wind? The wind is blowing in our face and towards our back. So they can't detect us. All right. Wait a minute, did I see a bigger one coming in the back? Oh no, that's an axis deer. Beautiful. Look at this. Isn't this map just awesome? See the problem here, now I could try to get over to the right, but then the 2 hinds, the two females are protecting him from that side. So I'm going to change the 0 to 164. He's down. Yes. And they're all skedaddling now. Boom. All right, I'm going to run over there. We'll collect and see how we did. See if I can hit that on the trot. Smoked it. And the rest of the herd, the red deer herd, is just sitting there. I'm going to sit here. It looks like that last one we shot is floating to us. So he'll come to us. And all these females. Now see, as you're working for getting a great one, you want to take out these high-level males. And we've taken out 3 high-level males here, and they'll all respawn. You set the clock back, exit, come back in, and you can stay in the same spot and see what they respawn as. However, you have to be careful with the zones because we're on foot, we can only take 3 animals out of a zone, and then you lose the zone. So the red deer 0600 to 10. I thought it was 0800. Wow, it's 0600. 0600 to 10. But if we take another animal out of here, we risk losing the zone. Now, if we were in a stand, a tripod stand, we could take 15 animals without losing the zone. But I don't have a tripod. Here he comes. He's coming right to us. So I don't want to take any more out of there because I'm on foot, and we've taken 3, plus the fallow deer over here. I think I can wait out this far. How'd we do? Gold. Look at that. From 241 yards, $1,555, and 262 experience points. Is he beautiful? Yeah, I was trying for the heart. I was a little high, but the 7 mil managed to get double lung. Or is that just one lung? No, we got both lungs. Just a little high for the heart. But what a beauty. I want to save this. We don't have the money to taxidermy it. Well, I do, but I'm trying to save up enough money to buy collars and to buy a rangefinder. I want to record this for you guys just because it's just so beautiful. I mean, there's the herd. They know I'm here now. They heard me, see, and they're starting to move off. But it's just so beautiful. Now there is a spooked one off this way. Oh, there it is. I can make that shot. Missed. Yep, there he went. He went down. And of course we just scared everything else out of here. No, I did not want to remove the scope, you bonehead. All right, I'll get over there and collect these other 2 red deer and the fallow deer. All right, it's a beauty. Silver, $1,133 from $239. Double lung. Just missed the heart. Let's go over here and get that other red deer that I hit in the spine, and then we'll go back over and get that last one I just hit. What a beauty. What a beauty. Oh my gosh, I think this is the one I messed the shot up on too. No, it's gold. Oh, okay, so we haven't picked up the one I messed the shot up on. That was 273 yards with a 7 mil. Wow, we're saving this one too. Shoot, I'm almost out of space for saving them. It's just that I don't have the money. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pay the money to taxidermy it right now. Because I don't have any more room for saving them. I'm saving them because I don't have the money to do it. We'll collect it. But we had $13,000. Now we're going to have $98,000. Dang. And I believe there's still another one over here to pick up. Let's put Nosy on it. The one that I did not get a vital organ hit on. Let's see if she can find it. She's on it. Yeah, this was the one I was trying for a neck shot, and I was too low. I was trying to hit it in the back of the neck, which is a vital organ. But I think this was a level 6 anyway. The important thing is it's gone. We took it down, and it will respawn. So it's at 50%. You can see its health is at 50%. So by taking it down, if it is the level 6, like I think, then we have a chance that it'll come back as a 7 or an 8. And we just keep doing that in hopes of kicking up or respawning, a great one. The best way to get the great ones to show up is when you start taking down diamonds, level 9s. But all of these that we've taken, all of these red deer that we've taken, could eventually turn into 9s. The 7s definitely, they can go from 7 to 9. The 7s that we took down could very easily come back as 9s. There you go, Nosy, you overran it. He's right here. I believe this is the 6. No, this was a 7. Whoa! A 189. No vital organ hit. And I just, I was too low. I was trying to get the neck, you see. I was trying to get the neck, and I was too low. If you get the back of the neck, that's a vital. But those are 3 7s that we took out of here. Oh, this is a great spot. Because all 3 of those. Check it out. That is a level 4. 4s can be diamonds on axis deer. And then we have a 3 here. That looks like it might be a rare fur type. We don't have a good angle on this big boy. They can make diamond. It's at 4. It's highly unlikely. You want a 5. But I'm going to crouch down and kind of get a better angle down this way on him. And we'll see. We will see. And see, when you're crawling, for the new people, you make a lot less noise. They only have 1 bar of noise. See there by the speaker icon? I think we're in real good shape here. I can definitely squeeze that in there. We'll change the 0 to 82 yards. Smoked it. See, if I had a semi-auto, we could have gotten that other one. I think that other one is a rare fur type. You know? All right, fingers crossed. I mean, it's a really low percentage of chance that it's going to be a diamond. But I guarantee it'll be a solid gold. Gold. Boom. From 79 yards. Trophy rating is 218. 249.99. 250 to be diamond. But that's $1,200 more dollars and a bunch of experience points. Go ahead and make sure I got the zone picked up. And then across the way over here, I picked up another zone for more mallards. And that's the spot she wants us to go to for the mission. I'm going to come up here and get the tower first. I'll be right back. Isn't that a beautiful tower? Oops. And so that revealed some more outposts. We do want to come over and open this one up. But look at this view. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to get on down there and finish the mission.
Oh, well, look at this. Couldn't help themselves, could they? One last hurrah before we shut the place down. This really can't wait, mate. There's a little blue penguin population nesting not far from here, and they'll gladly take this for food. Okay, that looks manageable. Let's clean this up and take the photo. Then we can talk hunting again.
$1,000.
Well, as you can imagine, being featured in a host of box office hits has done wonders for our profile with tourists. Problem is, a lot of the people who come are just here to take a few photos, dump a heap of rubbish, and then leave unceremoniously. So we end up with messes like this one. I'd like to say that we've become the victim of our own success, but that's letting me off the hook. Right, there should be a stand over on the other end of the beach with rubbish bags and a picker.
A picker.
We went to all the trouble of
Excuse me.
installing these, and they still couldn't be bothered. Looks like they had quite the little feast. These kids would have nightmares if you showed them some of what I've seen out here. Birds with stomachs so full of plastic they can't eat. South Island University. I knew it. Way too many people around here who have never respected this place. You can leave them over by the stand. There, spick and span. You made quick work of it. That's a perfectly usable tent. No sense wasting it. Anyway, I've had enough of this. Now we need to ensure that we're attracting the right kinds of tourists, not just day trippers from Christchurch out on their school holidays. It's okay for people to come here and leave no trace, but it'd be better if we could rely on them to help us with our conservation goals. So hunters seem like the natural target audience. Our deer and goat populations need constant culling, and you better believe I've more faith in people who love the wilderness to respect the place than kids up to no good. At the risk of sounding like an old fusspot. Speaking of, let's do what we came to do and grab that photo.
Shoot, I thought that was a good shot. It is. It went down. Grab the photo. I was going to say something. Forgot. Am I close enough? Or does she want me right in amongst them?
Lovely use of lighting. I may have to hire you to help out on my next book project, if I ever finish the current one. There's a lot of theories about where these boulders came from. Volcanic activity, lightning, even aliens. I've heard them all over the years. The boffins will tell you they were formed over 60 million years ago on the sea floor, like pearls. But that's not the whole story. When people first arrived in New Zealand, they took their staple crop with them, kumara, otherwise known as sweet potato. Unfortunately for them, the weather in this part of the country isn't exactly conducive to growing much, and the tubers withered and died. So they sent word to the Polynesian homeland, and a canoe set sail with a hardier crop. But it was caught in an intense storm just off the east coast. Each wave that struck it was so large that it made a new hill. Those are the ones you'll see further inland, and all of the cargo went overboard. And that's what these boulders are. Petrified kumara, eel baskets, calabashes. The canoe itself formed the reef further up. Moral of the story? Things have long shelf lives. A lesson I wish someone had taught those kids. Right, feeling warmed up? Good. It's time for you to show me what you can do.
So another $1,000. We have a turkey.
Camera on? Then you should have everything you need. I got Josh to set it up. He told me to tell you that it's state-of-the-art,
Oh, I did
equipped
not
with
hit it well.
Wi-Fi,
We do
so
have-
any footage you grab is automatically uploaded to our server. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I guess I'll be able to see it on here. No pressure then. There's good hunting in the whole of this area, from up around where you cleared out the props earlier to closer to the beach. Take your pick. But just one thing, we want it to show up nice on camera, so no minnows. Try for something at least 30 kg. The larger the better. Should be no problem for a hotshot like you. No word back from our friends in Hollywood regarding the props, by the way. My guess is that some townie thought it'd be a hoot to grab them for their crib. But I'm not keen on the idea of someone wandering around when we're supposed to be closed to visitors. Not to worry. We'll fix that one up in the editing process. Anyway, nothing you need to worry about right now. Just focus on those killer shots. Now, a lot of people around here think that hunting's heyday peaked in the 70s and 80s. Back when you'd get scores of daredevils out in helicopters gunning down deer 3 at a time. That's not the done thing anymore, for a whole host of reasons. I wonder if these are the most studied rocks in the whole world. Gotta be up there with Uluru and Balanced Rock. But these days we need hunters more than ever. And I'm glad I have you on board to help us show the world that. I grew up here, just west of the mountain range. We were a small community of outsiders living in sync with nature. No running water and only whatever electricity our generator could provide. You've got a fan here, hoa? People from down in the local town used to call it a hippie commune, but I've never liked the term. It was about sustainable living first and foremost. We weren't just there to not shower and sing Kumbaya all day. Josh gave me a hand posting some footage from your hunt to the reserve chat group, and it caught the eye of our resident sharpshooter, Melanie Murphy. So when I say the place is part of me, I mean it. Mum's family can trace their lineage here to the 14th century, and we've accumulated a lot of stories over the years. Melanie's the one who taught me to hunt. She's retired now, but back in the day she worked out on those helicopters with the best, or worst of them. Tough as nails and with a sharp tongue to boot. Some of those are about an animal that holds a special place in my heart. Pākehā, I mean European settlers, released moose here about 100 years ago, and there haven't been any confirmed sightings since the 1950s. We had a bit of a falling out 25 years ago. One of the choppers came down with us in it, so I injured my leg. But I swear to you, I saw one when I was little, staring straight at me out of a hazy morning mist. Ever since then, I've been determined to prove that they're still here. I won't go into it, but we should never have taken off that day, and Melanie knew it. Even written a book about it. Or am writing a book about it, I should say. I can't give it the conclusion it deserves yet. Well, these days we're cordial to each other, but not much else. I don't hold out much hope anymore. But I've got a few trail cameras scattered here and there. Usually just throw up deer herds and the occasional teenager behaving badly, but they're pretty low maintenance. Anyway, my mum always told me to let bygones be bygones and all that. Melanie's a better hunter than I'll ever be, advanced age notwithstanding. So I'll do my best to pass on whatever I've learnt from her gratis. You're welcome. One of them got knocked over and the battery's completely munted, so I'd like you to switch it out if that's not too much trouble. It's on the way to our next filming destination. Right, back on track. Sorry to ask again, but I need you to do me a favour. No, it's not more cleaning up, don't worry. Head to the outpost I've marked on your hunter mate and I'll explain on the way.
She talks a lot. That was a long, man, she talked a lot. So what are we doing? Elusive, reach the outpost. Which one? That one, the one that I had marked anyway. Okay, that's where we're going. I had to mark on there. I was going there anyway. All right, I'll meet you over there, man. I'll record if something happens. But again, we have. I wanted to say that there is a great one, axis deer. So it's a good idea to work those as well. Boy, I am not getting good vital organ shots. But it is down. I'll go pick it up and we'll get over there and I'll record when we get over there to the outpost.
Head to the outpost. There should be a battery pack on the table.
So this mission? I forgot. I forgot what she wants us to do. A battery pack on the table. Ah, there it is.
I've been meaning to get out there for ages, but then my legs started acting up again. Nice to have the help.
So it's that way, 3/4 of a mile. And what is the mission? Oh, we leveled up. Skill point. We want to put it in ambusher because I'm trying to get to sight spotting so that we can spot with our scope. So we'll go here and take the second one in spotting knowledge, which reveals information about the approximate health of the animal. Boink. We need 5. We've got 3. There's 2 there, and there's 1 in scent tinkerer. So we need 2 more. We can put 1 more here and probably 1 here, and then that will open up sight spotting. So we're quite a ways away from that. And she wants us to go where? Oh, piece of cake. We can take the ATV this time of day. We're not missing out on a lot of hunting opportunities, but I forget what it is we're supposed to do here. Mission log. Place the battery in the dead camera. Well, all right. Piece of cake.
It's the camera turned toward the river. Just a little further up there. Cheers. That should keep it going for another few years. Can you check the other cameras while you're here?
Ah!
Might give you some stalking suggestions, if nothing else.
Where are they? Ay, woman. You know, this time of day is a good time to use the ATV. You're not going to lose out on too many hunting opportunities. That's why I'm using it. And I haven't seen any animals on that trip over here. Well, of course, the ATV is going to spook them for 500 yards, so you won't see them anyway. I mean, you can do all these missions on foot and have a lot more hunting opportunities.
Now when something shows up on these, 9 times out of 10, it's a stray deer.
Now, if I was doing this to hunt, I would change the clock back to one of the zone times for the animals. For example, I mean, you could change it to like 6 in the morning to get fallow deer. And so there are 2 great one possibilities on this map. The fallow deer, or is it the axis? I forget. Axis deer. And the red deer are great ones. And we have a herd across the river here. Or you could set it for the drink time for red deer. And these look like red deer. They are. It's just a bunch of hinds, a bunch of females. So, but that's a zone. We picked up another red deer zone. And it is not their...
These little fellas on that props list, Christmas has come early this year.
They are not, it's not their drink time, so that must be, let's look at it. And we have a turkey squawking at us. Yeah, no, this is a need zone from 1300 to 1700. It is 1539. And we did get a turkey squawking at us. And it's on the way, let's see, to the last camera. So it'd be nice to make a little bit of money on the way. Plus, she'll pay us $1,000. And if that's a tom, we'll make like 1,100 bucks. Right down here is one of the best red deer hunting zones from previous experience. Right down here where I'm looking. this whole river through here. We're not in their drink time. This is a great spot down there to set up a tripod and work towards getting a great one red deer. This map is just perfect. Oh, here we go. He flew. I was behind it. So those turkeys have a zone down there, but this, all the way down there on this beach, is just, this is great. Great for red deer. We just have to get their zones, their zone time. But I've already told you what their zone time is. We already know it's 0600 to 10 in the morning. So, oh, gee, just great, great hunting for red deer here. So this will get us $1,000 and some more, 100 more experience points.
There's our missing props. But who? I don't honestly mind someone getting some use out of them as long as we're not deemed responsible. But that's a big bloody truck. There's no driving of anything larger than an ATV permitted in the reserve. Don't see any tracks, do you? Must have been a few days ago at the earliest. But license plate's pretty clear at least. I'll do some detective work and let you know.
Okay. There's our 1,000.
I don't suppose you packed any swing togs, eh? Well, not to worry. Getting to our next destination involves a bit of spelunking. But a flashlight and some waterproof boots should be all you need. Head to the cave I've marked on your hunter, mate. Unless you'd rather climb over those mountains. No?
A river runs through it. Just a great movie, man. A great movie. You should check out that movie. A river runs through it. Okay, so she wants us to reach this cave over here. And since we're going to be on this river, I want to reset the clock to red deer time and hunt red deer all the way doing this. And this whole river through here is just fantastic for hunting red deer. And we do want to get back, well, I mean, if I'm staying on a map, but I won't because of the series that I'm doing, we would set a tripod up over here. I am going to revisit this and see how those 3 7s respawn that we took over here. And there'll be red deer all around this lake as well that we haven't even checked. And I'm just telling everybody that, you know, for the new people, just telling that, well, let's go on up here. And this lake is great for red deer as well. Let's go ahead and open, I'm just going to go ahead and open this tower up. And then I will fast travel and reset the time to 6 in the morning and work that river towards the next mission. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spend $12,000 since we unlocked the range finder. So we have 20,000 and now we only have 8. That's all right though. It is worth it to have that range finder. It will help us tremendously. Where is it? It's going to be way down at the bottom. And then we got to start working towards getting some collars. So we'll put away this one. Now it's an 8x42. Now the rangefinder doesn't have as much magnification. It's a 5x30, but the ability to, well, here, I need to equip it. The ability to do this is invaluable. Much more valuable than the binoculars we were using, which does give us more magnification, but it doesn't do this. And we will be able to get a more powerful rangefinder later as we level up. All right. I'll be right back at you. Smoke them if you got them. Take a break. This is why this rangefinder is invaluable. Because I know I'm trying to get on this guy. 312 yards. So, I know I can zero it for 328 and be right on him. Once I can hold, just need to let my heart rate slow down. Oh, I think I'm too low. Ah! Dang it. Let's check the... No, he's down. He's down. Not so bad. I, however, will stick around. Well, you know what? There weren't any really big ones in the herd. He was the biggest one. So I'm not going to really stick around. I'll keep moving up and see if we can get some more zones. Wow. 80, about 100 yards. Well, 0 for 82. He should go down. We had another herd over there as well. Beautiful 7 at 242. We'll take that shot. He should drop. He will. 7 mil. Yeah, this was the 8. And this is the 7. The 7's not dropping. Looks like I was probably too low on that. I'll go pick up this 8 though. I'm sure we got the 8. Yeah, the 7 was over here. Yeah. Too low on the 7. Dang. But the 8 should be piled up not far from here. I hope. There it is. I can see it. The 7. Yeah, now the 7 is down. So I'll mark that because we'll have to go over there and pick it up. And we'll have to have Nosy track it. I was too low. I'm pretty sure on that. Now it is a 7 mil. A 7 mil will drop a red deer and get you integrity, but even if you get a vital organ, unless you get double lung or a heart, they'll run a ways. But I seriously doubt that was a vital. Oh, look at this one though. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Solid gold. 8 mythical. Boom. From 143. $1,600 and 300 experience points. Well, $299. Same thing. But we are going to taxidermy this with a 232 trophy rating. 251 is diamond. Look at that. We will taxidermy that, and that'll make me broke. It leveled us up, but now we only have $1,600. That's fine. We'll make more. I'll just have to put off, buying the collars that I want to buy. Thought I saw some birds. All right, we'll head over there and pick up that 7 and see what happened on that. What a beautiful trophy. Way to go, Arthur.
Okay, for this one, we're just going to run through the cave. And there's a picture she wants to take at the other end of the cave. And when we get out of the cave, we are going to start the mission to find the one and only moose in New Zealand. I mean, yeah, New Zealand. Teawara. Teawara. I don't know how to say that. Teawara. So this is kind of fun to run through it. Oh, and you can see, I ran it. I got level 7 red deer here and another 7 here. This beach right here is one of the best places to hunt red deer. Right there. And all I did was run this. We got the 8 mythical here. All right. All right. So I'll kick it off. I mean, I won't record the whole thing because it's a pretty long run. And it's just running through the cave, but we can do the beginning of it so you get the feel of it. It's pretty cool. It would be cooler if there was like a cougar in here that would have ambushed you or something.
The water's low right now, but it can still catch you by surprise. Stick to the walls and get that flashlight on.
And just push down on your B button and the flashlight will come on. But we don't need it. The sounds you hear are above you. You can't shoot them. But all you do is just run through here. At the very end, you can see it's almost 3/4 of a mile at the end of it, so it takes a few minutes. But at the end of it, or towards the end, she's going to want you to take a picture. But just do like she says, just stay to the wall on the left side or the right side all the way to the end. When we get to the part where the picture is to be taken, I'll start recording again. So what the cave mission really does, I mean, you start here. Well, it allows you to get one of the best red deer hunting spots in the game right there. But you enter the cave back here, and you're going to come out right here, and that kicks off opening up this part of the map. And that's the purpose of the mission, helping you develop your map efficiently. All right, we're getting close to the end, and so she should want us to take that picture pretty soon. Come on, nosy.
Wait, I know you're almost out, but indulge me for a minute. Take a look on your right. A little further ahead.
And she marks it for you. Makes it easy.
This is why I live here. Go ahead. Get as close as you want. Just don't touch it. See the cracks in the surface? It's limestone, notoriously unstable. These cave paintings aren't going to be here forever, but I've made it my mission to ensure that we do everything we can to keep them around for as long as possible. Kids like Josh need to learn their history, right? It's part of what it means to be human. Knowing you come from something else, someone else. We call it whakapapa. It means genealogy, but also to place in layers. And those layers link us all. Everything ends up in the ground, bird or human or rock or deer. Anyway, that's enough philosophizing from me. Let's get you out of here.
I don't have to take the picture. All right. So we'll just pop out on the other side. And it'll kick off finding the one and only moose in New Zealand. That threw me off. You want to do this mission during red deer drink time. So like I started at 6:30 in the morning. It's now 8:40. Their drink time goes till 10. So that's how I got all those red deer through here. What I Well, we'll go down here and check this lake too because they could be on that lake. We're still in their drink zone time.
I'm sure you've never been so happy to lay your eyes on the wonderful Kiwi weather. Stretch those legs. Nothing like wandering through a damp, cramped cave to give you a new lust for life. Right. I hope you're not too worn out now. More filming's on the table, but first, can I trouble you to take a little detour?
No. No. So we get 1,000.
Let me explain. The beech trees here form one of the finest examples of native forest in all of New Zealand. In no small part due to the efforts of our resident conservationist Marama. We just had a mast year when they seed like crazy. And this means plenty of food for mice and rats, which in turn means plenty of food for other small pests. Beginning to see the problem?
Yes.
When the rats run out, those small mammals prey on native bird species, the pesky critters. We've used aerial 1080 poisoning to stave off the worst of them. But to slow their reintroduction, we need to get our hands dirty and lay down a few traps ourselves.
Ooh, that's a big one.
It's time-sensitive work, and unfortunately, Marama's feeling a bit crook and had to stay home today. Can you take over for her?
Sure.
She's left them in a box near the target site. Conservation here is a constant tit-for-tat against these invasive mammal species. Our only indigenous mammals are 3 types of bats and some marine species. Everything else is a pest to a
horde.
lesser
Look
or
how
greater
big
extent.
this herd is.
Sometimes our methods can seem extreme. 1080 poisoning isn't without its naysayers, but it's one of the only tools we have to help protect the uniqueness of this place. Now, hunting helps too. I don't want to go back to the days of the helicopter wars, but having recreational hunters here year-round would go a very long way.
That was a big herd I spooked. That's okay. We know where they are. I mean, we know where they will be. You know, we have their zone. And like I've said numerous times, we're not really prioritizing hunting. Looks like the biggest stag in there was a 4. That's a tiny one. There's another 4. Now you don't want to kill the 3s and 4s because that won't help you spawn a great one. They're just too low of a level to ever be able to make it, you know, up to now a 6 you want to get. They're too low. You don't want to shoot 4s and 3s. Just leave them on your map. Because it won't help you get a great one. This will... A 9 legendary! We just... At 300 yards... A diamond. I gotta take the shot. I could work in closer. I gotta make sure that that's right. 280... I'm going to try it. We'll 0 for 320. And hope it goes down. I missed it. I was in too much of a rush. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, maybe we can save it. So now at this point, I don't want it to die. Because if it dies and it's a diamond, it will go down to a gold. If it's alive and it's a diamond, we can still salvage it by getting a vital organ hit on it before it dies. I just don't. I can't believe I rushed. Ah, it's down. All right. So, only thing we can hope now is that we did get it in there for a vital organ hit. We vitalized it, and it just took it a long time to die. That's the only hope I have right now. So we'll get over here and track it. We'll put Nosy on the job. Let her track it. There's that 4 and that 3. That diamond was in there with a 4 and a 3. And terrible. We messed it up bad. We did not vitalize it, and it died. So if this says gold when we pick it up, then we know we messed up a diamond. But the only saving grace is that gets us one closer to a great one, red deer. You know, because you never know. I mean, he could respawn as a great one. I mean, I got to have some positive outlook on it, you know, because I'm going to kick myself if this says gold. So what I'm hoping is that it was a troll, 9 legendary, you know, and it was only gold max. And then because I messed the shot up, it'll drop down to silver. So what I want to see here is silver. I want it to say silver. Oh, for crying out loud. If it says gold, I'm just going to be very upset. Well, you know, I mean, not very upset. Here it is. Gold. It was indeed a diamond, and look at that. I completely messed that up. I will save it. I messed up a diamond, you guys. Look at it. 294 yards. I was zeroed for 320. I thought I was low enough. .254 trophy rating. 254.4. Diamond is 251. Oh. Well, we will put that in the lodge and just chalk it up to what not to do. Beautiful diamond it was, too.
There's the box. 4 should do as long as you cover enough ground. Cutting edge Kiwi technology, these. Self-resetting and all.
What am I supposed to do with these? I don't even care right now. I'm mad at myself. What am I supposed to do? I should probably read the mission log. Lay traps. Okay, well, it needs to let me do that. I mean, they want one right here. I mean, I'm looking down at it. What am I supposed to do? What else can I do? There's nothing else I can do. I'm looking right down at it. Oh, there we go. It came up over here.
That looks like as good a spot as any. Should be simple to set up. Just install the mount and clip the trap body into place.
It's just a matter of finding where it will.
2 down, 2 to go.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm putting them on trees. So I'm looking down and they're actually being put on the tree.
Is that the problem? No.
The birds will thank you for this.
Okay, birds. You're welcome. I'm still mad. I'm so mad. Blown diamond. Oh, man.
That's all of them. Top-notch conservation work, Eho. One final thing. You can take down the 1080 warning sign. Any animals that haven't already kicked the bucket should have metabolized it by now, so it's safe to hunt in the area again.
Okay, where is it? Right there. Man, I'm just... Ah!
Hold on just a second. Are you seeing what I'm seeing on the ground there?
Moose tracks.
These tracks aren't particularly old, eh?
Oh, those are human.
I hadn't expected we'd be able to deter everyone, but it's not exactly an optimal time to go for a stroll in the bush. 1 second, Josh is ringing. Feel like checking out with our lead? Right, sorry about that. Where are they taking you?
This way? Where are they taking you? I don't know. Well, now he's changing directions. Come on now.
Well, someone was clearly having a bad time of it. Munted, high, both.
How much money do I have? 11,000. I'm going to open this stand. I think this is a good spot. I think this stand will pay for itself. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this stand will definitely pay for itself. So it cost me $2,100, but this is a good one. Come on, get me out of here. So we gotta get back on this guy's tracks. A mistake like that just messes with my head, you know. And then you just like, you know, it's hard to focus on anything else. I was just so excited, and it was such an easy shot. I mean, it was 300 yards and all, but whoa, red deer almost ran me over. There it is right there. It's running down that way. The red deer. I mean, it was such an easy shot. All I had to do was take my time and hold steady. You know, that's all. And I messed up. So I've been following. This guy just walked around in circles, it looks like. Oh, he headed this way? And this way? And down there?
What's that over there?
Uh-oh. A bow.
This looks like it's right out of Resplendent Sword. Surely they didn't. Oh, where? Poor thing looks like it's been torn to bits.
Oh,
Is that a handmade
morons.
arrow? And to top it all off, there's heavy rain forecast. Perfect bloody timing. There's an outpost not far. Why don't you take shelter there and see if there's any more clues as to what we're dealing with here?
We're dealing with a bunch of idiots who took a prop bow and arrows from a movie. It looked like a recurve bow, and inhumanely killed a deer. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, we got a big...
Just as I suspected.
Holy crap.
Our props burglar. And it looks like they've made a spectacular exit. The stuff from the photograph. What's the appeal of this rubbish?
Tire tracks. That's the truck that she was... That's a movie prop. Oh man, there's blood on the floor. Well, that's my locker. What signs is she talking about? She's got me confused. I think she's confused. It sounds like she's got her missions confused. Oh.
Yeah. I think that's as good as you're going to get it looking.
All right. She's got another mark. What's that mark about? Do anything else with this prop? I don't know, man. Storm is still going.
Now we know where our pickup truck went.
Oh.
Glad to see the back of it. But look at me talking. You're so tough to death. Get inside and I'll fill you in on what Josh told me.
Well, I went inside. Come on, woman. Whoops.
A literal bloody hack job. Well, someone's been making themselves at home. Please tell me that's not what I think it is. It is. That's where our poor little dear ended up. It must smell vile.
It does.
Right, so I had the nephew track down that license plate number, and our props burglar is none other than a local menace by the name of Gad Barden. He's got a whole social media empire under the moniker of Giraroz Blessing. Blogs, YouTube, QuickMez, the works.
Utu.
With exclusive behind-the-scenes shots from on-location movie sets. And guess what? He's resplendent sword mad. Got heaps of photos from all over the reserve up on here. His latest blog entry is quite something. Salutations, followers and friends, blah, blah. Have been out of contact, lost my way in the ever-shifting forests. Foul supper left me ill some nights. 1080 poisoning. He's lucky to be alive, the muppet. Let me send you the link. Usually get Josh to help me out with this. There. Check your hunter, mate. Think he just hallucinated that terrifying creature? He certainly has an overactive imagination, I'll give him that. It's too far inland for a taniwha and not humanoid enough for a patupaerehe. Unless... Anyway, he's an absolute bloody idiot, but I'm glad he's alive. This could have gone so much worse, and it's my own stupid fault for allowing them to film here. I just hate seeing the place disrespected. It's not just the bush, it's my home. I grew up a stone's throw from here. No one's around anymore, but you're welcome to swing by the old house once the filming's wrapped up if you're still in the area. I'll send someone by to clean this up later. Let's get back on track.
$1,000.
I'm sure you've seen plenty of fancy castles on your travels, but I guarantee you they're nothing compared to where I'm taking you next. We're going to do some hunting out by Stone Castle Valley, a limestone formation not far from here.
A mile, 1.36 miles. So she's taking us to here. So like I said, this is just opening up this part of the map. All right, man, on we go.
It's right here. I use the ATV. You need to use the ATV to do these missions on this one because they're so far apart. But this is their movie set.
Another mess. Our bigwigs couldn't resist this backdrop, and I can't say I blame them. Take a look around and see if you can clean it up yourself.
Oh, sure. See if you can clean it up yourself.
Gonna be tough to move, even if they're not the real thing. When you can't fake it with props, fake it with technology.
And the rest of them are going to be up top. Can't fake it with props, fake it with technology. She's talking about the green screen. Unfortunately, we have a storm going on. It's not always like this.
How many of these fellas did they take with them? They've really spread themselves out. I don't think you'll be able to do much here. I'll get a crew to swing by later. I'm curious to see where this is leading, though. Can you keep going?
Sure. So now what you're going to do is just follow the trail and get this letter.
Stone Castle wasn't epic enough. That's a first.
You're just really following the trail of props.
Well, there's nothing down there but the old house. Certainly nothing worth filming.
There's a tower over here. That we can see the top of it right there. But just keep going this way and up this road. Ignore that mark that says 127 yards that way.
Surely not. What are those tracks?
Just ignore it.
These are from a bulldozer. Can't believe it. You invite someone into your home and they do this to you. Just an obstacle to be cleared to them. What a mess this has been. Oh, left the letterbox. How kind of them. Elisa, do what you want with it. Yes, I mean that. It's got my name on it, but that's probably just some townie's idea of a funny prank. I have a reputation with them after all.
$1,000.
Melanie Murphy, it must be. And this is my mother's handwriting. She's long gone. I had no idea they treated people like that. I was only a kid when she left. Lots happened since then, you know. Sorry, cat's got my tongue. It's a lot to take in. Tell you what, how about I put the kettle on and give Melanie a call? See where we're at with each other. And you head off and get us some more footage? I've already had a crew out at Stone Castle to clear up what was left, so I'd suggest starting there. Plenty of prime deer species in the area. Why don't you make that your focus?
Sika. On the other side of the road, however. So now, the next, harvest a deer in this valley. So that is anywhere in here. Just wants a deer for the next mission. We're getting close. We're getting closer to getting the rifle. So any kind of deer. All right. We'll go up and grab the tower. There's a big Sika deer right down here. He's not responding to the call. He's big. If I can sneak down this way, get a broadside shot. If I can sneak, quiet. Be quiet. There's another one. That's a female. She's gonna mess everything up. Sika. There's a whole herd of Sikas down here. But the big boy is over here. Right there. Oh, he's gonna bed down. He's gonna make it hard on me here. That's the biggest Sika we've seen on the map so far. I can come around. I think we can get a shot. We have to use a pistol though. Hoping that would be a heart. Maybe too high for a heart. Looks like we nailed it. I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out. I do believe. Yes, indeed. That, my friends, is a vital organ hit. Should not need a dog for this. It should not have gone far. I think it's a class 3 is why I use the pistol, because it's 243 round, you know. All right, let's get nosy on the job.
As soon as I pick it up, I'll know for sure if it's a 3 or a 4. If it's a class 4 animal, then we can use the 7 mil, but I just wasn't sure. I can't remember their class, but that was a big Sika. Well, it doesn't look so big now. It looked bigger in the it is a class 4. We could have used the 7 mil, but it's not as big as it looked in the binoculars, is it? Nevertheless, it's $846, and it is a beautiful trophy. Nevertheless, all right, let's get on with his mission. All right, we're almost there, so I want to record. We are going to be tracking the only moose in New Zealand. You'll hear the story about how it got here, but there are no moose in New Zealand, so that makes this kind of cool that they put this little element into the game. And we're real close to getting that free rifle too. So I thought the moose would come before that. We had 2 missions before this. I was wrong. Here it is. Because it's been a long time.
Those are definitely moose prints, and they're fresh. I'm pinching myself. Looks like a big one. A bull. One I saw was a cow. Must be his son. No records of any antlers in this area, but you don't exactly get many people out looking. Too remote. Keep one eye on the tracks, the other on your surroundings. I know, you know. Melanie used to drill that one into me. Can you imagine? They bundled 10 of them into crates and shipped them across the sea from Canada. Must have been terrifying. Most got shot, the others failed to adapt. This bloke we're stalking is probably all that's left of that line.
So you heard the story about how they got here, but no one has seen one in forever. But she did. She saw one when she was a little girl, and we're thinking this is the last of them, and it is. Now this first part.
He went towards the coast.
Aha.
Check that branch. Snapped and stripped. Deer don't browse like that, and certainly not that high up.
I was going to say this first part I don't believe leads us to him. It's kind of a 2-parter, if I recall.
Is that the end of them? Oh, I knew this was too good to be true. If he's lived this long in the reserve undetected, then he's not going to give himself up that easily. Right, Erhor, I think that's your work done here for now. I'll get Josh to set up more cameras around here so we can keep a close eye on things. In the meantime, I can't stop thinking about that letter. I might have been too harsh on people, or at least some people. So I wanted to ask you another favor. There's something in it for you this time, though.
We got $1,000 and we leveled up. And she's going to give us.
The plan. I want to repay Melanie for telling me about the moose. I know I have every right to be angry with her for keeping that letter from me all this time. But frankly, it would do the both of us good to move on. And ironically enough, I think the best way for me to do that is to face up to my past. There's somewhere and something I've been avoiding for far too long. Those are hiking boots you're wearing, right? Good. We're going up into the mountains.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So I believe this is where we get the rifle. So we have to go to here. I will fast travel at this point. I'll just fast travel back here because it's the closest outpost that we have opened. And I believe this is where we'll get the rifle. And we'll end the video. What I was hoping, I was thinking it was only 7 missions to get to it. That's why I was doing it. But as you can see, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's the 13th mission. Another thing I've been saying wrong is that there's a great one axis deer. I keep calling the fallow deer axis deer. Well, it is the fallow deer great one. So the two great ones that we can hunt in New Zealand are the red deer and the fallow deer. I keep saying axis deer for fallow deer. I don't know why. Just because I'm old. Anyway, I'll start recording when we get up closer to it. I'll stop right now. Smoke them if you got them. Take a break.
On hunting trips at the weekend with Melanie. We were close at the time. Mum had just left, you know. It was good for me to have someone like that in my life. But I didn't really get on with some of her mates from the chopper company. Hard blokes they were. Hard working and hard drinking. I found them kind of intimidating, truth be told. And the whole commercial hunting business seemed like one big laugh to them. Out on fancy toys playing shoot 'em up. Even called themselves Alpine Ops, like a bloody action movie.
Alpine Ops.
Anyway, one day I was on duty and received a report of smoke sighted on the other side of the reserve. Melanie and her pilot mate, I won't name him, were heading out over that way anyway and suggested I join them. He had been out the night before. You could smell it on his breath. I wanted her to like me. They'd take the piss out of you if you complained too much. They'd call you a wuss or worse. So I got in. It was fine at first. The pilot was keeping it together and Melanie tried to reassure me that it was probably just some kid's campfire. But then it fogged up. He didn't know what to do, started swerving as if to get out of it. Next thing, we hit a bluff. I don't remember anything after that. Everyone survived. The pilot broke quite a few bones, but Melanie got off with just a few cuts and bruises, a lucky sucker. And the fire? False alarm. Anyway, the wreckage from that accident was never cleared. And I haven't been back since either. Too out of the way. But I'm certain there are still a few things worth salvaging up there.
So you got the story. And why she is an invalid. Whoa. Wrong weapon. That was a red deer just running right by. I spooked it up. But they got in a helicopter crash, going to a false alarm for a fire. The pilot had been drinking. You got the story. She ended up crippled. There he is. Let's see if we can get a shot. Whew. He does not want to die. He does not want to die. That's okay. We're not prioritizing hunting right now. And so she was traumatized by all of that. Anyway, we're going to help her unwind this or come to a some kind of closure on it. And this is where you get the you will get the 303. That is a $40,000 rifle in the game. So this is going to save you $40,000. I could let Arthur use it, I think. I mean, the thing is, it's a great rifle. It really is. But the 7mm that I'm using with him will get integrity on class 9 animals. The 303 only will get you integrity up to 8, class 8. But it's very accurate. I love the feel of it. I love the sound of it. I love everything about the 303. And I used it a lot when I was playing this game. Getting it for free is a great thing to do, early on because you don't have 40,000. How much do we have? We're up to 29. Oh, I got a perk point. I didn't know that. Great. So for this, we've got our zeroing done. Steady hands. We want to put a point in steady hands. Decrease wobble. Boom. Done. We have $29,000, but I need to spend almost all of that on callers and whatnot. We do need to spend some money to taxidermy some of the harvests that we've been saving. Okay, we've got a male goat. Come on now. Got a billy goat. Come on. Arthur, come on. Arthur climbs better in Hunter Call of the Wild than he does on Red Dead. See, Arthur couldn't climb this in Red Dead, and he may not be able to climb it in this. Oh, he can't. Yeah, he's doing it. Go, Arthur. Go, Arthur. Come on, baby. Get me up there. Come on. I don't want to go around. All right. See, he made it. In Red Dead, he couldn't do that. He could not have done that. How close are we? We're 130 yards. We are right about there. And what was I saying? Anyway, for new people, it's great. I mean, this is a great way to get one of the best guns you can get, really, when you're low level. Ooh, that's a big boy. That is a big goat. But like I say, we're running this mission, and there's enough benefits from that. We're opening. See, we are opening up this part of the map and these two lakes and this tower, and that's what it's doing for us. Plus, we picked up a zone here for the feral goat, so we know where that big boy is going to be and what time. Right there. And like I say, I'm not prioritizing hunting here. We're just getting set up. This is just okay. So we should be really close. There's the tower, and we should get an outpost nearby as well. And if I wasn't running like I was, we would have had some hunting opportunities. But the main thing here is to get that rifle for free. Here we go. Is that our big boy? No. But he might be behind her. He might follow along. She's calm, so I have not spooked her. But that helicopter, ooh, there we go. That helicopter crash is right in front of us. That caused her and her best friend to fall out. It's right there behind that tree. Caused her and her best friend to, well, become not friends.
It should be around here somewhere.
Not that you're interested in that stuff when you're playing a hunting game. You want to hunt, I know. But it does add that extra dimension to it. And the real purpose of doing these things is to open up your map efficiently. You get paid for all of it. I mean, you're not going to have any money issues.
The cockpit. If it had hit the ground at a slightly different angle, we'd have been goners. Take a look around. See if you can find anything.
There's the rifle. But there's something else here. I can't remember what it is that's real important. There it is.
Bingo. That's exactly what I was hoping we'd run into.
Oh.
Melanie's old hunting rifle. I asked her if she wanted it back, but she said it'd make more sense for you to hold on to it. She's a bit too long in the tooth to get up to much hunting these days.
That's the other thing.
The poor dear. I'll have it patched up and sent to your weapon locker. Consider it a bonus for a job well done.
$40,000 bonus.
Take one more quick look around before you head down, can you? Cheers. There. That's mine. A gift from my mum. who got it as a gift from hers. I've been missing it all this time.
So you get $1,000. Did a favor for a friend. We get the
drop
rifle.
that necklace off by the nearest outpost and we'll wrap things up. Josh will head over for it later. I told him he'll never drive my car again if he so much as looks at it the wrong way. I think we're sitting pretty when it comes to hunting footage for the film now. I'll send what we have over to the marketing team and leave the rest in their hands. Still, it's a shame that the moose thing didn't pan out. I've had more than my fair share of false starts over the years, so I knew it was never going to be easy. They're tricky like that. Something for the book at least, eh? An ultimate chapter. He yet lives. I'll be sure to let you know how the video is received anyway. Thanks again. And great job, Ehor.
We do get the moose. But she's thinking that, you know, we lost the track and we're done with the moose. But we're not. We're not. We will actually be able to get him. Matter of fact, right after we get this rifle, we'll have an opportunity to hunt that moose. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 8 Mythical. It's not a diamond, but it almost is. It's a shame. You know, I wish the developers were, you know, a little nicer about that, you know. And, you know, it's the last moose, you know, in New Zealand. Why not make it a diamond, you know? But I guess they don't want to give it to you. You know, give you a diamond. However, they do give diamonds on some of the other maps. Running the missions will lead you into diamonds. Quattro Colinas, in particular, will lead you to 2 diamonds as parts of the mission. So I kind of wonder why they didn't make this a diamond. There's also a diamond Roosevelt elk that you can get in a mission in Leighton Lakes. Those are some big sheep. Anyway, I'm just gonna open this up and we'll wrap up the video. I just wanted to open up. This will make you dizzy. I'm sorry, I'm making you dizzy. I'm going too fast, running up these stairs. The New Zealand maps and give you a taste for that. And bring Arthur over here. And we should have had a diamond. We should have had that diamond. Diamond red deer. And I messed up the shot. What are you going to do with me, you know? What can you do with me? This should give us an outpost up here that we can fast travel. Well, we can fast travel to any outpost and pick up that rifle. I'll show it to you. Yeah, there's an outpost here, but I'd have to run to it. I'm just going to... Oh, and here is where she wants us to go next. Oh, it's at the outpost. That's where the rifle is. Let's go.
You can just leave it on the desk inside there. I hope Mum will be happy it's back in the family. Right, well, I know you came here on holiday and...
There it is.
Did you hear that? Could it really be? It's close. Sounds like just beyond the outpost. Turn that camera on again. We're not done here yet.
It's the moose. We get $1,000.
It couldn't have gone far.
Plus, we come down here and there it is. The FL Sporter 303 Laminate. And it is a great rifle. I just don't know if I can allow myself to use it playing as Arthur. Now, if you look at the ammo that comes with it. Oh, wait. Well, here, we're going to the store. And I'll show you in the store that the 303 is $40,000. But we have this one by running the mission for free. And I love this rifle. I've got to think about whether or not I can let him use it. But if we look at the ammo that comes with it, it's good for classes 4 through 8. The 7mm that I do allow myself to use with Arthur is 4 through 9. So this has 40 penetration with these bullets. It's a great rifle. I'm not putting it down. If you look at the 7mm, that he can definitely use is the same. It's the same. The only difference is it's good for classes 4 through 9. So that's the only reason I'm not going to use it right now. But it's a great rifle, man. You can use that on this map. There are no class 9 animals on this map. So perfectly fine. Oh, actually, I think if we go here, we're going to start tracking the moose. Here, watch.
These are brand new. I can almost feel how close you are.